for part of our inquiry this term, we're going to be learning about asking good questions, because part of inquiring is finding out stuff. Okay? So up on the wall where you're all looking are some sentence starters for fat questions. Can you see them up there? Okay. Can you read one out for us? Read out what it says in the box in the middle up there, Bree, under fat questions. What is a fat question? Yeah. And so fat questions make you think, and they have more than one answer. Destiny, can you read us one of the questions?
How much? Who might?
Oops, is it how might or is it who might? How might. How might ... What's another one, Rajeeb?
In what ways are and similar different?
Okay, in what ways are something and something similar or different? Okay, that's that one. What's another one, Emily?
Why do you think?
Why do you think ... What's another one, Haneda?
What advice would you give? Why do you think?
What advice would you give ... Okay, good. Lucas, what's another one?
In what ways?
In what ways? Blop, blop, blop ... Yep. Kiana?
Who should?
Who should? Yep. Taniora?
Think what would happen if?
Predict what would happen if. Who knows what the word predict means? Now, we just predicted at the end of our story. What does predict mean, Kiana?
What happened next?
Where are you? So what do you think predict means?
What happened next?
What happened next? What do you think, Jolyn? Predict? Tifaya?
Full stop.
Predicting isn't full stop, no. What do you think, Casey?
What is going to happen next?
What is going to happen next? So if you're predicting what might happen next, you're thinking about what might happen next. Okay, and it's not always just in this made-up story. It could be about, this one is saying predict what might happen if. Okay, have you read them all yet? There's a couple we haven't said yet. What's another one, Jolyn? In what ways are something and something different? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, and in what ways at the top as well? That's right. Casey?
What advice would you give?
What advice would you give about something? Yep, and I think there's one more, Bree. What do you think about? Oh, you already said that one. Okay, what do you think about? What's the pink one at the top? Matua? When might. Okay, so we're talking about fat questions. Who can think of a question they could ask someone about, let's use our mouse as an example, so you might say, we're thinking about mice, okay? And so I'm going to start with, why do you think? So why do you think that I keep Angel, our mouse, in a cage? Put your hand up. Why do you think? Bree?
So she doesn't run away?
So she doesn't run away. Are there more than one answer to that question?
Or put her on the plate.
Sorry, is there more than one answer to that question? Is there more than one answer to that question?
Yes.
Okay, so that's one answer. So she doesn't run away. Why else might I keep her in a cage, Haneda?
So she that. I forgot.
You forgot? Why do you think, Rajeeb?
Because if there's a cat in the room, it can eat it.
Okay, if there was a cat in the room, it might eat it. Why else, Casey?
Giant monster. So it can't run around everywhere and go to the toilet.
Yeah, so it doesn't go to the toilet everywhere. What do you think, Emily?
I forgot.
You forgot again, Susanna. Why do you think we keep Angel in a cage?
So it doesn't run around and eat the beanbag?
Yeah, good thinking. Okay, so that one we know is a fat question because it's got more than one answer. Okay? Let's look at these sentence starters again. I want one of you guys to ask us a question using one of those question starters about the mouse. Shh. Who can think of a question? What about that? Taniora?
Why do you think?
Okay, so ask us a question starting with that about a mouse. Okay, what about the one that says, what advice would you give? How could you ask a question about the mouse using that? Bree can think of one.
What advice would you give?
What advice would you give someone else about how to keep a mouse alive? Yeah, Kiana? I don't want the advice, I want the question. What's another question we could ask? Yeah? What?
How to keep safe?
What advice would you give someone about how to keep a mouse safe? Yep, cool. Ella?
So it doesn't do.
Remember, we're thinking about the questions. We're talking about questions. Is I want you to turn to a person or the people around you and ask them a question using one of those sentence starters. Okay? Ask them, first of all, a when might question. Go. Now, if someone in your group came up with a really good question starting with when might. Tafia.
When might she come out the cage?
When might she come out the cage? Awesome. Kiana.
When might you clean out the cage?
When might you clean out the cage? Anyone else got one over there? Desire?
When might she run in her...
In her wheel? Because we don't see her doing that, do we? When might she run in her wheel? Does anyone know?
No.
What do you think, Matua?
At night.
At night time? Why do you think that?
Because she sleeps at daytime and she comes out at night. Because I think she is nocturnal. Night vision.
Awesome. Yep. Okay. Anyone else got a good when might question? Another one to fire?
I had another when...
You forgot, Kiana?
When might she be able to go free?
Oh, when might she be able to go free?
Yeah.
Do you think I'd let her free?
No.
Okay, awesome. Okay, let's try that again. So you're going to turn to your partner again, and I want you to think about the mouse again, and you're asking questions in how might. So that's the start of your question, okay? Go. Questions starting with the question starter, how might. I'm looking at Lucas.
How might she crawl down the ladder?
How might she crawl down the ladder? Cool. Destiny.
How might she escape from the cage?
How might she escape from the cage? To fire.
How about she gets a drink?
How might she get a drink? Yeah, go. Matua.
How might you look after her?
How might you look after a mouse? We know that these questions, they're big questions because all of the questions that you're asking have got more than one answer. Okay, so when you're thinking about your inquiry, you're thinking about these kinds of questions to do with a certain topic. And so our topic this term is what? What is our topic this term?
Fact questions.
No, our topic's not fact questions. We're going to use fact questions in our topic. Kiana, what is our topic this term?
A mouse.
No, that was just using it as an example. Now, if you look at the wall behind me, what does it say?
How are you confident?
Oh, not quite. Okay, say it all together.
How are we connected?
Okay, so that is our topic. Good try, Rajiv. You did well. Okay, so we're going to think about fact questions as part of our topic. Right.